Today let's take a quick look at our build that we got going on here. So it's first look. We didn't have a box opening. We've done this before, but it's a PSA build. So we are unloaded. Mag is good. Nothing in the chamber, but let's check this out. So this is our PSA Micro Dagger build. All right, this is kind of what we got going on. We'll break it down on the table. We'll go over a few specs. We'll kind of compare it to what it looks like compared to size to a regular PSA Dagger and then the Glock 43X. So right here she is, guys. Let's put that on the table real quick and check it out. But pretty smooth. I think I like it right now. It looks pretty neat. All right, we're back on the table right here. So this is kind of what we got going on, guys. This is our PSA Micro Dagger build. So we kind of put it together piece by piece. So we went with the kind of the FDE Lower. Then we did go with the gray kind of color. This is the C-1 Slide. It is going to be a compensated slide, so it's actually going to be a tad bit longer than your normal Micro Dagger slide. And then I threw in like a TRYBE barrel, PSA Micro Dagger spring, Recoil spring, and then we got this green dot, this Swampfox Sentinel 2 on here. So far, I mean, it looks really nice. We haven't took it out to the range yet. We'll probably do that tomorrow and see how it goes. But, I'm anxious to see if this compensated slide right here, if there's any difference in recoil. I think the normal slide's actually going to end right here, kind of even with your lower. So it's that much larger. Your barrel does end back here. Your barrel does not go back out that far. So, but we do kind of got the PSA mag in here that they sell and recommend. I might put a different back plate eventually. But let's compare this to size to the regular Dagger. So this is kind of what you're looking at compared with the regular Dagger. So a little bit larger. The backs, this one's a little bit, the Dagger's a little bit thicker. It is going to set up a tad bit higher if everything is flat. But not that bad right there. Since this slide is longer, it does kind of meet with that. So your normal 43X or your Micro Dagger slide will be shorter, but it looks actually pretty good. I mean, it does have a little bit, the grip's thinner right here compared to your Dagger, but not that bad. Let's go over some specs of this. It's kind of going to be like the Dagger, so you got your texturing and patterning up here, kind of close to where your thumb's going to ride. You are going to have a spot for your index finger. It's just the texturing. It's not indented or anything. Nice texturing on that side. Looks like you got some front texturing, a little bit on that bottom trigger. You are going to have one slot for any kind of accessories you might want to add. The back is going to have some texturing, but it's still got that. We are clear again, just to make sure. But it's still going to have that PSA Dagger type feel. Let's check it out. I'll reset. So I mean, it's just got that trigger that everybody pretty much is not a fan of. Let's look at the reset. But we might take that out and change it out. So, but let's look at it compared to the Glock 43X. Are good here. So about the same. The patterning texturing does feel a little bit better on that Glock 43X, but other than that, there's, you can tell the barrel difference of where the PSA Dagger should end without this slide that we have, the comped one. Other than that, let's put them side by side. Doesn't look too bad. They both feel pretty good in the hand, but there's what you're looking at side by side. So this one, like I said, is You can definitely tell that length from that slide compared to the 43X. That kind of gives you an idea of what they're both going to look like side by side right here. So it might be something you're into if you want to save. I know these PSA, daggers are freaking cheap. And they're, so far, our regular dagger has been reliable. So I'm not really worried too bad. We can get this thing out to the range and try it out. Throw some rounds down there, see how it acts. But right now I feel pretty confident that it's going to do its job. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to run it. But our regular 43X does not have an optic, does not have an accessory rail. It's just kind of plain Jane. So this one gives me all the advantages of that. So for way under half the price of this thing. So to especially piecing it together, it's not that bad. Or you can buy it all together, but you can't really get the colors you want. So it's just kind of how you want to do it. It's not too much more to actually piece it together and build it, if that's something you're into. But there she is. This is our Micro Dagger build. So let's get this thing out to the range this weekend and put some rounds in it. I think I'm going to make this a little concealed carry to, if I'm going somewhere and I don't really care somebody breaks in my truck and steals it or not type of gun. But I plan on keeping it on me regardless. But if that does happen, this will be the one I take. All right, y'all have a good one. If you got the Micro Dagger, you like it, throw something down in the comments. I haven't tried this Sentinel 2 out yet. So if you tried that out, you like it, let me know. If there's anything that I need to be aware of, which trigger might be the best to change out in this thing. If I decide to do that, just let me know, guys. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate it.